Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the most magical stream in the keyboard community. I'm your host, Merlin, and if it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining. Today, we're going to be doing a build stream, but first, just wanted to give a little bit of background information. The NK65 has been on sale since, when did we buy this? I bought this in June, I believe so, and I've seen it at almost every meetup I've gone to. I've made it a point to always look at it and be like, hey, is that the production model? Is that the prototype? Yada 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 yada. At this previous SoCal meetup, I saw that it came with a case, so I'm like, oh, this must be the production model, and I'm now very, very happy that I have my own. So let's see. Let me show you guys what I'm dealing with today. Let's see who's on. It's Logo for Poop, 159, Nebulant, and Damage Point. Thanks for joining in, guys. Let's grab my little... Here we go. Oh yes, you may notice I'm not drinking any port today. I'm drinking some bubble tea from Shiny Tea. This is a winter melon milk tea. But yeah, just as I was picking this up, another package showed up. So I'm just going to do a bunch of live unboxings. One of them today is this thing from TKC. If you guys have heard me complaining a lot, it's mainly because I don't have any stabs. So I bought these last week. I'm surprised they came so fast. Yours is missing screws, says the Muff Stuff. Oh no, it's not good. Let's see, I open this up. Write all our usernames inside the case. Oh my gosh. There we go. Package from TKC. These should be my stabs. Let's see. These are the C3 stabs, PCB mount, screw-in stabilizers, yellow, pink, yellow, and yellow. I got 3 yellows. Let's see how the yellows look. I think these are the stabs that will go into my Satisfaction build. Really curious to see how they look. I will not be using these stabs today, and you'll find out why later as I go through the build. It comes with the screws, wires. Yankar, thanks for joining in. And yellow, here we go. They're the yellow stems. They're not as yellow as I thought they'd be. Like if you compare it to the Serica yellow, it's not really yellow. Damage Point, thanks for your bit donation. Let's see, all right, what else yellow do I have? Here we go. I've got another Signature Plastics yellow. It's completely different. Anyone know what set this is from? I'll give you guys a clue. It's made by Norbauer. Janky Render, thanks for joining in. Yeah, this looks more orange than yellow, to be honest with you guys. Let's see how the pinks look. Is this just colored stabs? Yes, these are colored stabs. So we're gonna look at the pink ones now. See how the pinks look. I'm very curious. Yellow, yellow. The Star Trek set. Yes, you are correct. The Star Trek set. Okay. Pinks. See how the pinks look. Here we go. Where did I order these from? I bought these from TKC directly. There we go. Yeah. Pink stabilizers. And I don't really have anything here that's pink other than... Ah, here we go. This is a perfect pink. I have SA Olivia. Let's compare it to SA Olivia. Go. That's an SA Olivia key and the pink C3 stabs. Nebulan says, Mech Merlin, I thought you got some blue to do the combo for your set. Well, here's a funny story. So during our last conversation on stream about buying that particular color, I set it all up on stream. I even picked it, but I forgot to actually press purchase. So in my mind, I purchased it, but I didn't actually buy it. So all this time, everyone's like, Merlin, I got shipping notice. Did you get your shipping notice yet? I'm like, no. And yeah, eventually I just looked back on their website and I could not find my order. I didn't even have an account, so I was like, oh crap, did I not buy this? Did I not buy this? I ended up buying it on Tuesday. Janky Rander says, ordered from TKC, but mine are still in the mail. I don't know where TKC is shipping from. Actually, I do. I have an address. TKC is shipping from the state of MI. What's MI? Michigan. And I am in Seattle, Washington. Nebula used his yellow ones in the CA66. Okay, so this is my plan, guys. This is my plan. The yellow is gonna go in my Volcano and in my Satisfaction. And the pink is gonna go in my Xeno. And I have 2 extra yellows for other builds. We'll see. Janky Render is not in the US. Janky Render is above me, so he's probably in Canada. Alright guys, this is what you've been waiting for. NK65. I literally haven't opened it up. I picked this up about an hour ago. There's just a live unboxing. Janky Rander says, can you do a test for us to compare versus retooled? Okay, I don't have any boards with full retooled yet, but I'm sure I can find some with a mixture of them. Damage point! Oh my gosh! Such generosity. I guess it must be the Christmas spirit. Oh, I should totally have gotten a Santa hat. There we go. Instead of my regular wizard hat, just use a Santa hat. There we go. The box is open. I'm hoping Neb taps out. Fira 15 is now following. Thank you so much. And we have paper. We have packing paper. Singapore, thanks for joining in. And we have my invoice. We have a sticker, Novelkeys sticker that seems to be scuffed at this point. Put the Santa hat on top of the wizard hat. Then we have the main box. Okay, let's see, what does this look like? What does this look like? Ooh, pretty. Look at that. That is so nice. It's so pretty. Look at that. I wish more vendors would do this with their keyboards. Just have like a nice case. It's not as durable as the TX case, I feel. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's super beautiful. Alright. Let's unzip it. Wow, hard. It's not a hard shell. Well, it's not as hard as the TX case. There we go. Let's open it up. Okay. Came with stabs. Came with the board. Did I get to choose the color of the outside? I didn't even know that this came with the case until I saw it at SoCal. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much. Damage point. Right. This is very, very nice. Like, how much was this board again? Like 150 bucks? Holy crap. Okay. I see. Let's see how it is. Okay, I think this is EVA molded. Not sure. Wow, it's very pretty. It's kind of like, huh. Look at that, guys. It's probably like the lightest top I've ever had. There's the bottom. Yeah, this is like super light. Holy crap. Look how thin those edges are. Let's see. Yeah, this is significantly heavier. I wonder if MK Ultra has foam for this. I wonder. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Alright, we're just gonna put this away for the time being. Look at the PCB. Ugh. Can't really pick it up properly. It is top mount or integrated. Looks like it's like integrated. But we'll see as we continue the build. We'll actually go through the specs before I build it, so we know. I honestly haven't looked at everything this board has. All I know is that it's USB C and it's designed by Yankar, who is, I saw his name pop out earlier. Okay. Comes with stabs. I don't know if these are GMKs. Probably not. Actually, let's go take a look. Because I've gotten plate mount stabs from Novelkeys before. Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Yeah, these don't look like GMK stabs. I think they're just off-brands. Yeah, we'll play with that a little bit more later. Make Nova says, is the whole thing heavy or light? It is very light. It is very light. There again, these are the feet. These are feet. More screws. And now the PCB. Oh no. Look at that. Yankar, I have a question. Why is it a duck? I've never understood that. Do you really like ducks or something? Look at that. Look at that PCB. Designed by Yankar in Cambridge, UK. That all hot swap. And then per key RGB. USB C. What is this running an ARM chip? No, it is not. It is running a STM32F303. Let's see what else. It's got a hard reset button. It's good. Everything looks good. We will have to test the PCB before the build though. The PCB I have my hands on right now is 10 times better, says Joshna. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we'll just go through. We'll just go through this really quick, just so we know what all the specs are. Yeah, I am very impressed by this case. I just wish more people would do this. Like this is what? This is a $140 board and came with the case. That's really light. That's lighter than my TX60. Yeah, hold on. Let's just go look at what all the specs for this board. NK65 aluminum only comes with one color, and that's the color that I showed you guys, black. Standard 65% layout keyboard with hot swap PCB, QMK and VIA compatible. Very nice, very nice. Per switch RGB lighting. Switches are south facing, excellent. And 3 indicator LEDs that can be customized via QMK and VIA. Let's see, USB C, CNC aluminum case, charcoal gray color. Okay, it's gray, not black. Plate mount stabs, PCB plate mount switch compatible, and 8-degree angle. That's good. I like 8 degrees. So it ran until July 13th. And how much was this board again? I think it was, I swear it was like 140 bucks. Okay, that's gonna look so nice. I wonder if there's a build guide on screen. Nope, there is no build guide linked. There we go. Okay, let's build this. Let's build this, guys. 160 or something shipped. Here, let's just let me just log into my account really quick. Let's see. Let me log into my account really quick, guys. You guys don't see my password. I'm gonna type off screen. Uh-oh. And great, I can't remember my password. No, never mind, we'll just do that later. But I swear it was like 150, 160, somewhere there. Mike Click says 140 without switches, and I did not get switches. Okay, let's test this PCB. Just make sure everything's working. If you guys are first-time builders for keyboards, the first thing you should do is to test that the PCB works. This isn't such a big deal when you have a hot swap board. It's more of an issue when it's soldered, but this is how you would test it. Here we go. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't logged on to QMK Configurator for a while, you'll see something a little different. I think we just implemented it yesterday. You can see snowflakes coming down, snowflakes, and I know my screen is covering it, but instead of a wizard hat, it's a Santa hat now. But yeah, here we go. Let us test the keyboard really quick. Ooh, so bright. So bright. Okay. Is every LED lighting up? Yep, every LED is lighting up. That's good. Okay. So the way you test a hot swap board isn't to take your tweezer or your wire and inserting it into where the switches go. That's gonna wear out those holes. The correct way to do it is to do it from the back. There we go. Let's test it out. Make Nova says, I'm offended by Christmas. People being happy is against my religion. Please be considerate and remove it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So far so good. So it's funny, I was talking with Yankar this morning. Apparently he doesn't have his case yet, even though he designed this board. Oh yeah, Yankar, you need to send me your address so I can send you that calendar we were talking about. couple switches here. Okay. Right Alt. That's probably the FN key. That's why nothing's triggering. And then chord control. Okay, good. The PCB works. Nebulant says, can you check out in VIA if they have their full RGB control menu for it? Yeah, sure, why not? Let me just open up VIA here. Do I even have the latest VIA? VIA. Oh, it detected my ZealPC. Hold on. Let me bring that up, guys. Window capture. We are going to do. If it is already flashed with VIA, you need the latest. I need the latest. Okay. What's my current VIA at? VIA configurator 0.3.4. I'm pretty sure it is. Also, VIA auto updates on restart. Really? It can handle more than one. Okay. There are arrows at the top. You see? Yeah, I am trying to add a Windows source for the VIA program. So if you guys want to bear with me for a little bit longer while I get it working. OBS woes. OBS woes. Here we go. VIA, where are you? There we go. There we go. I got it now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's temporarily do this. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna plug in the board just so you guys can see. Board just got plugged in, lights are up, and if you click the left and right arrows, I believe. Here we go, NK65, ZealPC, NK65, ZealPC. There we go. Okay. Nebulant was talking about there are a list of VIA compatible PCBs. There are quite a few. Nebulant was talking about the RGB controls. Should be under lighting, right? Here we go. Lighting. Solid color. Oh, I don't think it's any different than the other ones. Oh. I will play with this later, actually. I'll play with this later because I just really want to build this board first. Okay, guys, here we go. Let us build the board. Let us build the board. Not all RGB boards have that. Okay. Let's see, what switches did I want on this? I'm gonna use Tealios. Tealios stock. Stock Tealio V2s that I just got this week as well. I picked this up during, okay, so ZealPC was doing a Black Friday sale. At the same time, Drop was doing a drop. I found out that the drop prices were cheaper than the ZealPC Black Friday sales, but it would be delivered later, and I was like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's delivered in January. but it took 2 weeks to be delivered. And I was like, oh my gosh, I picked the correct vendor to purchase them from. Okay. How do we do this? How do we do this? I'm assuming to do this. Looks like it's going to be an integrated plate. Oh wait, it's not integrated. If you guys can look in there, this top part is screwed in. The plate is screwed into the top by what looks to be torque screws. Okay. Not too many people have torque screws. So if you guys have purchased this board, make sure you have a torque screw. I think it's a T6. T6. Cool. Yeah, you don't actually need to unscrew it. You could build it this way. Like, it would be easier, but you know. Let's see. Woo. Put it in like that. I'm going to try and screw the PCB in first, so it's not flapping around. Yeah, I wish there was some kind of instruction manual for this, because I would assume that it all screws in to here from the top. Okay, it screws in that way, top left, top right, and on the bottom, and over there. Okay, okay. Now I know what it's supposed to look like. Should put in the stabs first. Novelkeys, that's correct. PCB into plate, then plate screws onto the bottom. Ah, okay. Awesome. All right. Mike, while I have you on stream, are these GMK plate mounts or are they off brands? Because if they're off brands, I do have some GMK ones. Let's see. Let me grab them out. Oh, here we go. Like Novelkeys says yes. Cherry. Okay. They're made by Cherry or they're just Cherry style? Here. I'm going to compare the stem. So I know. They're made by Cherry, really? These are retooled then. because they look very different from the ones I bought from you a few months back. That hole is a lot smaller. Okay, to be safe, I'm gonna use my old stock first, and then we will go from there. Need one for the backspace. Cherry did retool most of the tabs. We haven't bought plate mounts after the retool. Oh, okay. Enter key. Left shift. And I'm gonna need that space bar. Yeah, I am gonna have to use one of yours. Cherry should stop retooling. They should, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I just want to do that comparison again. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this, but it's very noticeable. I wonder if I can hold this properly. Okay guys, hopefully you can see this, but these are both stems from Cherry plate mount stabilizers. The one on your left is from stock I bought from Mike a couple months back, and the one on the right is what comes with the NK65. If you look at that top hole, the one that came with the NK65 has a smaller cutout than the one on the left. Can you guys see that difference, or is it just way too small? Oh, and of course it fell. Oh my word. There goes my... I feel like that happened with the UHM stems as well. Okay. Well, shoots. Oof. Okay. It's fine. I've got other stems. There we go. Janky Render says, is this a personal build? Yes, this is a personal build. This is my NK65 that I've been waiting for a very long time. Okay, let's just clip the stabs really quick. Are they fake? They're not fake, they are retooled. Why not use the new stabs then? C3? Those are for other boards, and they're also PCB mount screw-ins, not plate mount. You need plate mount stabs. You don't have to clip plate, really? Is the plate high enough that it doesn't impact the board? Oh, yep, that's what Yan was saying. Really? Well, I'm gonna do it out of habit. Just cause I'm already taking it apart. Why not? Check Quickums. Living Stabs Guide. I don't have too many plate mount boards anyway. See, I think this is the second one that I've ever built. That living guide is quite dead. It is the Living Dead. The Living Dead guide. Plate tip is still correct. Save some time, I guess, but this is already a hot swap build, so sure. Alright, all good. Now we are going to lube them. Lube them a bit. Lube, lube, lube. Okay. The good thing about like hot swap and plate mount is if you do like your stabs wrong, you can easily fix it. It's so easy to fix. What do I use for the top-down camera? I use my Sony a6300. And you mean the side camera? Like I don't have a top mount rig yet. I think I tried it one day with this and it was just it felt so janky. You're referring to the side camera. Do folks still do Band-Aid mods on stabs? I don't. Just because I feel like it makes it feel mushier. I've done probably 5 customer builds that had Band-Aid mods. And none of them, I don't know, it's like I personally feel that it will be mushier, but the 5 that I did build didn't feel any different from one that was not Band-Aid modded, so who knows. It didn't even sound dampened. But as Yan was talking earlier, the stab stem doesn't even get into contact with the PCB on a plate mounted stabilizer build. So putting Band-Aid mod on something like this would be completely useless. Bobby McBobby, thanks for joining in. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Depends how hard you're hitting them. I don't think it can possibly hit the bottom. You'll skip it on this build. On the NK65. Okay. 2 more. Why plate mount? That's a good question. Mike of Novelkeys, why plate mount? Or whoever designed the whole board. Was it you, Yankar? Or were you just the PCB guy? I actually didn't know that this was plate mount until this morning. Plate mount, I thought it was more fitting with hotswap easiness. Ah, okay. Makes sense. That way you can just, if you ever need to modify your stabs, you can just take out that key and then take out that stab. No problem. Okay. There we go. We're done with the 205G0. Time to move on to the dielectric grease. Does the designer of this have anything to do with the Kira 96? That is not a question I can answer. I think, didn't Thesis Camper make the Kira 96 design? Singapore says, what's your drink of choice at boba spots? I usually like to go for an oolong milk tea, sometimes with crema. And I like to do 50% sweetness with light ice. Super similar mounting. Ah. Well, you know, some people get inspired by other boards. If you have the newest Clue board, it's actually very similar to this as well, except it's integrated plate. What are the disadvantages of hot swap compared to solderable? Let's see. Hot swaps, you're pretty much limited to one layout. Just one layout. So if it's not a layout you like, you are out of luck. Let's see, what other disadvantages? I feel like I've seen Wilbur on Discord say these days it's not that much of a disadvantage. The other disadvantage comes with the manufacturing process if it's not manufactured correctly. Here, let's pull out that PCB again. Here we go. I feel like the disadvantage is more on how a customer uses it. So these hotswap sockets all the way through, right? If you look at how they're mounted, look at how they're mounted. They are surface mounted onto the back of the PCB. So number one, if you're plugging switches in and you like push it in way too hard, there is a chance you can pop off one of the sockets. So usually when you're plugging this in, you want to support the back so it doesn't come off. And I've seen a lot of PCBs where it like happens. And I think part of that too is how a manufacturer solders components on. Come on, go in. We got triggered using KBD fans. Got triggered using KBD fans hotswap version. Had to go through and reflow solder since one of my sockets wasn't soldered properly. There we go. There we go. I had to do that with the Tofu 2. Now I just go solderable and just do it and suffer later if you want to swap. Yeah, it's... There we go. We got one in. Let's get another one. Yeah, I feel like that's the major drawback. That they can pop off, and guess what? If they pop off, you need to solder them, which defeats the purpose of hot swap. Because if you have to solder it anyway, you know, why bother go the solderless route? A handful of your Instant 60s? Really? I thought Instant 60s were built very well, or were manufactured very well. You went hot swap for breaking in switches. Yeah, I feel like every enthusiast needs at least one hot swap board in the layout that they like the most. So they can use it as a break-in board. There we go. Time to go in here. Here we go. No. There we go. It's funny, I keep putting the stabilizer in, like, all the way in, instead of having the clip-on part clip on. Come on. Clip in. Clip in, will ya? There we go. There we go. Nebulant and his CA66. How's that PCB working for you? Is it still going strong? You couldn't get QMK working easily, so you kept the default firmware. Ah. The soldering of the jumpers is dumb. I've never built a CA66, but I've seen people complain about it. I would argue though about the CA66 that soldering those jumpers is no different than the ZealPC when you have to do the soldering of the jumpers to support layouts. The error is possibly Merlin's fault? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you insinuate that I make mistakes? Use dip switches instead. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure I didn't make a mistake on that one because I wasn't the original porter. Someone sent me a CA66 PCB in order to add more layouts. So I added more layouts, but I didn't originally put the new one in. There we go. Alright, the last stabilizer is going in. And finally put switches in here. Yay! All in. All in. JCon, thanks for following. All in. And finally do this, the actual switches. Okay. Mike of Novelkeys, do you include a Torx bit or a Torx screwdriver bit for plate removal? Because I don't think I saw one in here. Nope, I'm not seeing one. Yep, there is not one included. So you're gonna have to have one if you want to take the plate off. Stubtail says, what kind of stabs are those? These stabs are plate-mounted GMK stabs. They're from my old stock of them, because I noticed that the new stock that comes with the NK65 are retooled, or at least it looks to be retooled. So I would rather err on the side of caution. All right, let's put stuff in. I would really prefer to remove the plate, but I don't think I've got a T6 bit. I have like an iFixit kit here, but my Torx only goes up till T5. So I'm kind of... Oh wait, hold on. Do I have enough? It's too big. Let's try another one. Still too big. Aha, perfect. So I'm wrong, it's not a T6 bit, it's a J000. Or no, it's a J00. That's what it is. You just got a box from Clueboard in the mail. What could it be? I'm just gonna take out the plate first. So who was it asking earlier what the disadvantage about hotswap was? The reason why I'm taking out the plate is because I want to support the back while I'm plugging in switches. If I have it like this, it's going to be difficult to support the back while I'm plugging in switches. So I'm going to try and take the plate out first and work that way. Just to be safe, you know. Extra caution. Probably not needed, but you never know, right? The case does that. The bottom of the case has standoffs that hit the PCB. Ah, okay. There we go. And the plate should lift right out. Hello. Why aren't you coming out? Oh wait, one more screw right underneath the space bar, which I did not see. There we go. The plate has now come out. There we go. Now I'm going to feel much better putting switches in. Whew. All right. I'm going to do it on the ESD sleeve, just because I talked with the Yankar. He said this PCB does not have ESD protection, and it's getting into the colder months here in Seattle, so stuff is a bit drier, and I would like to make sure I don't kill my PCB. There we go. Okay, we're gonna use Tealios. You advise to put the 2 screws on the PCB that go on the plate. Really? 2 screws on the PCB. Oh, I see it. There's one there. And the other one is, where's the second? Oh, okay. Okay. So what Yankar just recommended to me is to put the 2 screws that go on the plate and the PCB. So one of them is located on your left shift right there, and the other one is by your enter key. So if they're blocked off on the plate, it's because you screw them in from the back. That point and that point. So I don't know what screws to go into it, but actually I do, because there are only 2 screws that are different in this little container. We are going to use them. Okay, they are also, what? Are they also this strange bit? No, they're not. They are Phillips. Perfect. They have bigger head. Okay, thank you for that tip, Yankar. You can now properly build the board. Okay. There we go. See? Guys, I screwed in the one over here by the enter key. Let's bring that in closer. By the enter key and by the left shift. The Yankar is watching The Witcher. Oh, I definitely still need to watch that. Okay, and the rest should just be plug in, right? Okay. There we go, got the first switch in. Let's put in all these other Tealios. All the Tealios. I am very glad that your PCB supports PCB mounts, because I don't need to snip my Tealios for this. go. PCB mount switches was a must. I agree. I totally agree with that. Okay. I can totally just plug anything in now. Anyone know where I can buy header pins for the Proton C? Droshna, do you know? I think Droshna has a few Proton Cs. Keybio maybe? USA? In the USA? You don't want to buy on AliExpress. Just use Milmax sockets. Okay. Yankar and Mike of Novelkeys, I just want to say that this is the second board that I've built where I have to screw the plate onto the PCB. But this is also the first board where I did that, where the screws actually fit. I'm gonna give you guys that should be a big hint about which board I'm talking about. The right fitment. Yeah. Yeah, you would think that if you have to screw the plate onto the PCB, you would have the right screws, right? But unfortunately, that's not a standard. No idea. I don't deal with 60% scrubs. Make sure none of the legs are bent. So these are unlubed Tealios. They came to me, well, they are factory lubed, and I'm going to break them in, because I haven't quite decided where I'm putting them in yet. But who knows, they might just stay in this board if I end up liking this board a lot. can always hot swap them. Yeah, exactly. Dum, dum, dum. No, I wish I had alpaca switches. Everyone says that they're so smooth. I'm very curious to try them out. But for now, I will just settle for Tealios. Not that Tealios are bad or like anything, but I feel like Tealios were the first, other than vintage blacks, I thought Tealios were like the first really smooth linear switch that you could just get. Oh, that's a really bad leg. Let's not use that one. Anyone tried the phase switches? I've only tried them at a meetup. And to be honest, they weren't very memorable. I don't think they're as nice as inks. Something tells me creams with UHM WPE stems might be smoother. Oh yeah, I finally got my Australian ones. Here we go. So I bought some at the SoCal meetup, and the ones that I actually ordered came in as well. So now I've got 200 of these. Yeah. Still don't know what I'm putting them in yet. We'll see. There we go. Okay. We're good. We are good. Look at all that. Okay. Before I start screwing things in, let's test that the PCB still works. Oh. Are GMK the best available plate mount stabs? Yes. Yes, they are. Alright. Okay. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty with the RGBs. Look at that. Alright. Let's test that everything actually works. Let's test it. Actually, not that one. Here we go. Reset. Okay, let's try it. Perfect. Everything works. And now I can actually test the function layer. Perfect. Function layer key works as well. Perfect. I like it. Okay, everything works. Everything checks out before and after me putting switches in, so that's good. Vogon PT says, "Hi Mac Merlin in chat." Well, hello to you too. When are black inks coming in stock? I don't know. Did you order GMK Handerbyte? I did not. I'm not a fan of that colorway. All right, let's put it back in. Yeah, let's put it back in. There we go. Okay. Let's start screwing things in. I don't have to remove the plate from the case. Yeah, I don't. But as I was saying earlier, I'm very concerned about popping hot swap sockets off. If you were watching what I was doing, I actually had it supported on the back because my desk was supporting the back. So I could just push switches in. If I had it like this, and I was putting switches in, I would literally have to hold the bottom. Like so. So I was just being extra cautious. So yeah, you don't have to do it that way, but you know, better safe than sorry in my opinion. Yeah, Mike earlier was saying that even like the bottom of the case fully supports it. But then I would have to like put the board together already. Drashna says, that's why I like that ZSA's hot swap boards all have braces for the KL sockets. Really? I don't know what these braces look like. Drashna, if you want to post a link to what those look like, that'd be cool. I'm very curious to see what they look like. Okay. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice, guys? Okay, let's see how that works with the case. Mac Merlin, see above. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's pop it on. Just slides right on top, I think. There we go. Then I have to screw it on. What are these? These are also hex. Or I mean Torx. Hey Mike, you should probably list that as one of the requirements on the website, because not everyone is gonna have like an iFixit kit. I think these are TR6s, I think, if I'm looking at this correctly. TR6s. Everyone in this hobby should have an iFixit kit. That's true, everyone in this hobby, but what about new people, you know? Like, people see that it's a hotswap board, and they're like, oh, awesome! That should be easy to like put together. Then they get the board, and then they're like, wait, what are these screws that I need? Okay, there's one more screw, and I don't know where it goes. Where does it go? Where does this screw go? Does it go on the side by any chance? LTT practically tool shamed me into getting mine. They sound like such tools. Okay, I have an extra screw, but I don't see where to put it. So this is probably literally just an extra screw. Actually, I have an extra 2 screws. Extra 2 screws? I'm not seeing where else they would go. It's surprisingly heavy base. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere else where these screws will be. I'm just gonna assume that they are extra screws. Nothing on the sides. Nope, nothing. They are extra screws. Just don't fall for the LTT merch store. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're good. I can start putting keycaps on. Start putting keycaps on. I'm gonna put Olivia on. SA Olivia. I can hear some resonance already. Okay, let's do this. Put on keycaps. Put on the keycaps. So many so many. Those Tealios feel so nice. Ha! F9. This bag. It's hard to sort through them. Just dump them all on the table. That's what I'm afraid of. If I do that, it scatters around. That when I'm trying to clean up, sometimes I miss them. Code. I like code. Let's put that there. P. Zero. State. Here we go. I'm really liking the sound of these Tealios. L H J K L, and there we go. Five K S F 5 6 J A That's going to be quite tall on an 8-degree board. Well, Yan, if you remember, I used SA on 11 degrees, and I was like, oh my gosh. SA on 8 degrees actually feels fine to me, but not as fine as SA on flat. F11. M. ZXCVBNM. C. You should put SA Nautilus on there and take some photos. Oh, I should. So many. Go. Put the control key there. Z. D. There we go. What switches are these? Says basically these are Tealios. Probably plus QWERTY. So 2 What am I missing here? I'm missing my tab key and my shift key. That's an enter. That's another enter. Shift. Shift. Where's my 2.25U shift? There it is. I need a tab key. Tab key, where are you? Tab key. I need a backspace key. Where are the backspace keys? The plus. Huh. Backspace. Backspace. Still missing a few keys up front. There we go. Need my V key. Where's the V key? Oh, no, it's a 0. And then what else? What else? V, there we go. ZXCV. It's missing that X key. Where is the X key? X key, where are you? Hold up. I think I have 2 O keys on this set. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna look a bit more. Oh, here we go. X. Found it. Whew. All right. Need a control key. Control. Where is the control key? There's an alt key right there. Control. Yay. Now I need like a 1U control and a 1U alt. 1U control, where are you? Is the 1U 0 that I have upside down? Maybe. Cause look, I've got another one which might be the 0. There. See if you guys can see the difference. They look the same, don't they? I need a control key. Here, let's put another code. Like that. 1U control, where are you? Not seeing a 1U control. There's an and right there. But I think I might just use the heart symbol. That's cute. Let's do that. There we go. Heart. Okay, guys. Opinion. Should I use the pink arrow keys or should I use the black arrow keys? What do you guys think I should do here? I got pink ones right there. Black. Mike says black. Nebulin says black. Jeremy says pink. King271 says black. Don't put pink accent next to pink accent. Pink. Pink. Pink, pink. Black. Black and pink. See, let me actually find all the black arrows. Okay, I found 2 of them. Oh, 3 of them. Where is that last one? Black with pink space. Well, the space can either be white or pink. I think I'm gonna do white for the space because I don't like colored space bars. There we go. Black pink, like the Korean girl group. You know, the funny thing is, I can't find that 4th arrow key for like the black ones. So I might actually have to go with pink. I'm not seeing. Oh, here we go. I just found it right there. Does EPBT still have problems with warped caps? Absolutely. Okay, well, let's see. How many people said? Let's see. Black, black, pink, black, pink, 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 black, neon pink. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I think I'm gonna do black. Here, let me populate that side row first, just so I know. Let's see, what was the... What goes on the side row? Let's see. That was home, page up, page down, and end. Okay. Rutro, thank you for donating these bits. Watching you build while tuning my build. Thank you for streaming. Well, thank you for supporting me. Let's see. I need a page up, and a home and an end. Let's just gather all the page ups first. Home, page down, page down. There, you can do page down like that. Anyone else? End. There we go. That looks to be the right profile, right? Is that the right profile? Yep, that's the right profile. Page down and page up. That is not the correct profile. Home, here we go. That's it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put away the rest of these caps and figure out if I want pink or black. USB C or USB Mini? This board is USB C. Pretty much all my boards these days are USB C. See, here we go. All right. I'm gonna first try the pinks. Let's first try the pinks. Then the blacks. Go. Which one's gonna look better? I think I'm gonna go with pinks. I'm gonna go with pinks. The reason being is because I prefer 65% that have a blocker on them, so that the arrow keys are more separated, right? But if I keep it all black like this, it's gonna be hard for me to visually see it. Like so. There we go. What do you guys think? Up and down, pink, left, right, black. That's what I wrote. Let's mix it up like that. Black, pink. I really like the look of this board with Olivia. gonna do it like that. Not sure what you mean, says Droshna. Okay, so here's the thing. Here, let me grab my other 65. Here we go. This is the KBD67 Mark II RGB. Right? It's got a blocker. So when I'm hunting around, it's easier for me to figure out where the arrow keys are versus where everything else is, because there's a blocker right there. On a board like this, where there's no blocker, it's very easy for me to press this as a left key, as like a left arrow key, rather than the correct one. But when they're colored like this, you know, I just feel like I have a less chance of hitting the wrong key if they're clearly different colors. Oh, that wasn't my clicks. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, alright. Let's go put this board on. Let's type on this board. Let's see how this feels. Oh, Tealios, you feel good? Okay. So this is one reason why I absolutely love USB C. Check this out, guys. Check this out. One of my requirements for USB C board is because of the following. I like to use magnetic cables, like so. Magnetic cables. And magnetic cables look the best when the port is recessed, like the NK65, like that. See? So what we're gonna do is plug this in. Plug this in, like so. And then this guy's also magnetic. You see him? He's also magnetic. I can totally just connect him super easily. Magnetic is awesome until you're raging while playing. Well, don't rage and play then. Okay, let's try and do a typing test here. There we go. Let's do a typing test. Typing test, 10 fast fingers. 10 fast fingers. Or wait, there's that other one that I like. Typings.gg. Typings.gg. And we are going to pick Olivia. Is Olivia here? No, there's some Mr. Sleeves, but no Olivia. Oh, there it is. Boom. Okay. We good. We good. Olivia on Olivia. Rutrose says, by the way, what do you do with your boards after you're done? What do I do with them? I use them. I use them for a while. And then I swap around. Let's see, just so you guys can see how this board sounds with Tealios. So let me move my mic a little closer. There we go. Mic is closer now. Point it down a bit. Point it down. There we go. Okay. Let's see. With linears, I can usually hit 130, but we'll see how SA changes that. $127. Okay. Go. Redo. Let's try that again. $124. Okay. Drashna says that sounds so awesome. That SA Thok. Tealios with SA. Rutro says, how many boards do you have? Too many. Too many. Alright. Okay. Just want to share with you guys my thoughts on building this board. Cool. Okay, overall, I feel like I'm really happy with this. Like, the build experience was really great. Oh wait, I still haven't put this strip on. Let me grab that. Let me grab that. The little plastic things that go on, the rubber feet. There we go. Let's put the rubber feet on. That's what I forgot. Rubber feet. One goes there. One goes there. Drashna says too many and not as many as Hata. Hata has thousands, I think. Thousands of boards. I'm nowhere near that amount. Though, I like to tease my wife about it. I'm like, I don't have as many boards as you do shoes. Which is a bad thing to say, though, because she's like, oh, so I should go buy more shoes? And then I'm like, oh, crap. Oh. Shadow says, is this a personal build? Yes, this is a personal build. This is my NK65. I actually want to use this board to replace my XD64 at work. Uh-oh. There we go. Buy her shoes, then join a GB. Right? There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like this board a lot. It's like not super heavy, I guess, compared with... Here, why don't I do this? Let's compare it with another 65 while we're here anyway. Another 65. Let's not compare it with the 60. Okay. So this one's the KBD 67. Mark II, and the Novelkeys NK65. The two 65s that I've most recently built. It's funny because just on the build experience alone, I already prefer this NK65. Mainly because the screws all fit. Unlike the NK65, the screws did not fit when I was screwing the plate onto the PCB. So that was definitely a plus for this board. When I first got the KBD67, there were scratches and dents all around the board that were super noticeable. There's one there. There were a couple along the brass plate as well. But this guy, I have not seen any scratches or dents anywhere. It came to me in immaculate condition. And I am saying that is mainly because of this. It came in a fancy case, whereas this guy just came in a box. So yeah, in terms of like build quality and like QA, I already prefer this greatly over the KBD67. Even though the KBD67 seems to have more premium materials, it's got a brass plate and everything, but this one just feels good. Yeah, I watched Nathan's build stream for this, just to prepare and figure out if I needed to do anything. One thing I don't like about this case though, is that the edges are a little sharp. Not as sharp as a tofu, but still sharp. When I picked it up earlier, I felt like it like scratched my palm a bit. Another thing about really sharp corners is typically when people pick up their boards, if they don't do it carefully, like using both hands and lifting up like this, some people grab it like this, and maybe like the edge turns this way a bit and they end up dragging their board. On a sharp corner like this, that's going to be blunted really easily. Let's see, what else can I say about this board? If you're looking at it, you don't see any screws or anything. It's like seamless. Like there are no screws, there's no like latches, there's nothing. It almost looks like it's one solid piece. All of the screws are just into the plate, into the bottom case. So that's something that I really like. I actually really like the Novelkeys logo. You guys can see that. Novelkeys logo. It's very classy. I like it a lot. The anodization is really good. This is probably my second black board that I've ever owned. And like in most cases, black tends to get all the fingerprints. So it attracts lots of fingerprints, well at least a lot of my fingerprints so far. But the anodization is really nice. Like I'm not seeing anything glaring, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, it's just beautiful. All for 140 bucks. I'm very impressed. Super impressed actually. Ooh, lots of people messaging on chat. Joshna says, Mech Merlin wants an arms race with his wife. Who has spent more on keyboards versus shoes? Do we know what the third LED indicator is for? Oh, these guys right here? I think these are just indicator LEDs. I'm not sure how to trigger them quite yet, but I'm assuming one is caps lock. There we go, caps lock. Oops, there we go. Because that's the drawback of the magnetic cables. If you move your board too much. There we go, caps lock, turns it on. What other locking indicators do we have? I don't know. Let me take a look at the NK65 layers. Okay, I'm not seeing any other locking functions on the default key map. Just caps lock. So if I programmed one of them to be num lock, I'll probably get something. Here, let's try that. I'm gonna program this key to be num lock. Hold on. Let's try. Let me show what I'm doing here. OBS, obey me, OBS. Here we go. Come on, OBS, do your thing. Okay, well, OBS isn't doing its thing. Let's just keep doing this. I'm gonna program this home key to scroll lock. There we go. So let's see. Scroll lock's not turning any of them on. Okay. Okay, what's another lock we can do? Can probably do num lock. Here we go. Let's make this guy num lock. Num lock. Nope, it's not doing anything either. So LEDs 2 and 3 don't do anything as far as I'm seeing right now. Top is caps. Let's see, let's read all this. All these people. Yeah, of course, so yeah, but by default, top caps. Top is caps, middle is layer 1, and bottom is layer 2. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cute. I like it. Here, I'll give you guys a better shot of that. There. See? So if I press caps lock turns on. Turn off caps lock. If I press my FN key to access layer 1, that second LED lights up. You guys see that? And then to do the third one, how do I access layer 2? Is there an MO2 anywhere here? Nope, not seeing anything. So the default key map has no layer 2 access. Okay. You know what? Why don't I put it in? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. I'm gonna put it on layer 1. I'm gonna put a MO2 on my A key. There we go. MO2 is on my A key, so I have to hold this for layer 1. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. MO2. Okay. Maybe it can't detect when it's on another layer. Let's put MO2 on this key. MO2. Here we go. MO1, MO2. There we go, there we go. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. So you can't put that second key on like another layer. You can just put it right next to each other. There we go. Yeah. You can't put your second FN key on another layer that you have to access. Now I know, now I know. Let's see what else. What else do I like about this board? Yeah, I like that it's USB C and that it's recessed. What else? I like that it's really light, actually. It's actually, let's see what's lighter. This is definitely lighter than the KBD67, but not really by much. Okay, just so we know how much heavier it is, I'm gonna grab my little scale. Alright guys, I put it on a scale so you guys know. First up, we're gonna weigh the KBD67. KBD67 fully built XDA keycaps. Brass plate is 3 pounds, 2.23 ounces. The NK65 is 3 pounds, 1.6 ounces. So the difference is really only by like an ounce. Interesting. This board felt so much lighter. Maybe it's the SA keycaps? Who knows? It's interesting. So it's only, I would take off the keycaps just to give it like a more fair weighing, but I just put keycaps on. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see, compare that with my TX60. Compare that with the TX60. The TX60 is 4 pounds, 14 ounces. So yeah, the 60% is definitely much heavier. Okay. So there really wasn't that much difference in weight. Once again, that's NK65 at 3 pounds, 1.6 ounces. KBD67 at 3 pounds, 2.25 ounces. Not big of a difference. Let's see. The case itself. Let's see, I wonder, I bet this could fit the... Yep, it fits it too. Very nice. Mike of Novelkeys, do you sell these cases on their own? Because I could use it for some of my boards. Yeah, look at that. It's a great fit. Let's see, does this case support SA? It's another question. Does this case support SA? Yes, I want one too, says Titan. Okay. SA caps tend to push it a little bit more. Okay. No, that's actually pretty flat. The keycaps aren't pushing the top, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, there's definitely more padding on the bottom than there is on the top here. I like it. For those of you guys earlier asking if this was meant to be a travel board, Titan says, yes, I want one too. Okay, so the whole package in its case is 3 pounds 13 ounces. That's not very much at all. Alright, let's see, let's compare that with what else do I have that could be used for traveling. Oh yeah, I actually use my clue board for traveling. This is the clue board low profile, fully built as well. It is 2 pounds and 2 ounces, so it's heavier than even the clue board. And let's see, what else do I have here that I could use? Give a good estimate. Yeah, if you guys remember, I was complaining about this board. This one's 1 pound and 3 ounces. This is just your typical sandwich 60. 1 pound, what was it? 1 pound and 3 ounces. So it's about double the weight of a cheap sandwich board. Yeah, so far I have been very impressed with this board. I will be doing a full review of it later on. I'm going to use the board for about a week, and then I'll do a quick review. You guys should see it on my YouTube channel. My goal for 2020 is to do more reviews, not just like Twitch streams and all, but to actually review more of these types of boards. So yeah, hopefully I'll like it just as much as I do now after 1 week of usage. Logo for Poop says, what keyboard is that? It's just a typical sandwich board from, oh gosh, I feel like it's just like a hodgepodge of components that I had. But the PCB is the 1UP60 HSE. I am very impressed with this board, guys. I like it a lot. Oh man. '8-degree angle. Anything else I can say about this? What about the case though? Do you think it could use sorbitane or foam? This guy right here? Oh yeah, this is another reason why I prefer this over the KBD67. With the KBD67, you could actually hear it rattle throughout the board. This one, I'm not hearing any rattle. I guess I could put my ear much closer. There's like vibrations across the board, but it's nowhere near as bad as this. Yeah, there's some. Foam is always good. There is some clearance for it, except you need to make sure that whatever foam that you have needs to have like the correct amount of holes. I think there's 6 of them. Hopefully MK Ultra will do something, because I like his foams. Jackie Render says, what type of plate? For this? I think this was an aluminum plate. Though, I wonder if Novelkeys will ever release plate files. Someone could make like a brass plate for this guy. Yeah, Mike, are you still on stream? Mike of Novelkeys, are you planning on releasing plate files or anything like that? Because this board is already like 140 bucks. If someone had plate files, they could make a brass plate and just have like more of a premium feel. RIP 4S, this is SA Olivia. So if this is the Alu edition, what comes next? Brass, stainless steel, who knows, wood. It's really interesting because this case, it goes on top and then it covers the side. So theoretically, someone could make another bottom part and make it all brass, and you would still have the same top half that just goes over it. That's actually not a bad idea. Just have like a brass bottom. I like this board. I like this board a lot. I'm not sure if I'll keep Olivia on it, just because I'm slowly, actually not slowly, but very, very quickly, I'm finding that SA sucks. Like, I used to like typing on it, but as I type more on my GMK sets or even on my flat profile sets, SA is just such a drag. Such a drag. Jcon says, would definitely buy a brass plate. Ooh. He's seen the light. Yeah, I have a lot of SA sets that I need to get rid of. Just because they're just sitting, you know? It's not like they're really going up in value all that much. So I might as well try and sell them. I'll keep the ones that I like though. Maybe I'll keep Olivia, but Olivia Plus Plus is currently on group buy, also on Novelkeys, and it's like 115 bucks. So yeah, maybe I'll buy that too. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think I've pretty much replicated this look. Instead of GMK, I did SA. Look at that. I like that. Maybe I should have gotten like an Olivia mat as well. Maybe next time. We'll see. Next time we'll see. Okay. Yep. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Anyway, yeah, guys, just on my preliminary build, and just on what I'm seeing right now, how it's feeling, how it's looking like, this is a great board for 140 bucks. Like, don't expect, you know, key cult levels. Don't even expect like Iron 165 or any of like the Canon keys boards that are currently coming out. But this is great. 140 bucks. I should have bought two, actually. I should have bought two and Cerakoted one, because this would be so nice. My gosh. If it had a brass plate or something unique, like having the option to get a brass bottom, I think it could compete with some of the higher valued boards. Yeah, it's a budget build, literally. A budget build that's probably closer to a $300 build, I'd say. I feel like looking at this, this, like how I feel about this is how I felt about KBD fans when they started selling aluminum boards for sub $200. I'm like, what? What? Is that supposed to be $400? Yeah. Mike is currently shipping these out, but there should be extras. And I think he plans to keep them in stock in the future. And speaking of in stock, just wanted to share with you guys a few things. If you guys want 5% off your entire order on Novelkeys, use discount code WIZARD. WIZARD. Let's just put that in chat right now. There we go. Discount code WIZARD. You'll get 5% off. And unfortunately, this doesn't apply to group buys, just regular in-stock items. And then, let's see, what else is going on Novelkeys? Oh yeah, group buys. As I mentioned earlier, Olivia Plus Plus is currently on sale. 100 and what? I think it was 110 bucks for the light base kit. Extensions are 45, I think, 45. You've got a bunch of other available sets as well, like novelties for 20, for 34, ISO for 26. But yeah, this closes on December 31st. Definitely check it out if you're interested. And another thing that even I have yet to do is I actually wrote the firmware for this board. Where is it? Here, I'll just search for it. The J01 raffle ticket. If you haven't heard of the J01, that's probably because there are only 15 boards in existence, and I saw like 3 of them at the SoCal meetup. But the J01 is a design by Jay of Top Clack. He made 15 of them, and he's giving one away for charity. In fact, if you want to win this, you can buy a $5 ticket, and you can buy as many as you want, as many tickets as you want for $5 each. All proceeds will go to the Sue Ryder Foundation, which is a hospice in Leeds in the UK. Yeah, 100% of all donations will be directed to the charity, with Jay matching the total amount raised, up to a limit, of course. And the reason why he's doing this is because this is the hospice that took care of his mom during her final days. And I guess he wants to really thank them, and he sees that they could use financial help. So yeah, keep in mind, just because you buy a ticket doesn't mean you'll win, but if you do buy a lot of tickets, the chances of you winning go up. So I think this is a great opportunity. I still need to buy my tickets, actually, so I'm glad that I remembered this. I'll probably do this after the show. And no, discount code WIZARD doesn't apply here at all. Yeah. Here we go. If you guys haven't seen the J01 very much, let me link that in chat just so you guys can click on it. Yeah, I think, how much did this board sell for originally? I think it was a closed group buy just for a few people, but there were only 15 made. But yeah, if you guys want to participate in this, definitely check it out. Please click that link. Every little bit helps. I think we've, just like the second week alone, we already raised a couple $1,000s, if I remember correctly. So yeah, definitely check that out. Olivia++, J, J01, what else on Novelkeys? The dust pad is still there too. Okay, but yeah, that should be the last group buy of the year on Novelkeys. It was expensive since it's isolation mount. Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, Olivia++ should be the last group buy of the year on Novelkeys. And yeah, as I said earlier, discount code WIZARD does not apply to that, unfortunately. All right. Okay, guys. This is another successful build. I was actually planning on building my budget 96 today. I was not expecting this board to come. Last I checked, Aftership told me it was coming on Monday. So I was like, I'll build it next Saturday. But it came today and I was like, I absolutely have to build this. Absolutely. Wow, my click says, as of last top clack, raffle was up to 2,050 tickets. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's more than $10,000. Very nice. All right, guys. Let's see, what time is it? 4:35 p.m. here on the West Coast. Thanks for joining in. Let's see how many people are watching. Let's take a look. 76 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully, when these come back in stock, you guys can check it out. And if you did happen to buy one, please look at my build stream and see how it's built. As several people mentioned on stream, I was a bit more cautious than necessary, but you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Like, number one, I didn't need to take the plate out. The reason why I did that was because if I took the plate out, I would have my desk supporting the PCB while I was putting switches in. You could totally just leave the plate in and hold it yourself and then put switches in. You also didn't need to clip the stabs, just because on a plate mounted build, on a plate mounted stab build, the stab stems don't actually touch the PCB. So that's something I didn't know, but thanks to Yan for clarifying that. I just did all of them anyway, just because I'm so used to doing it. Let's see what else. And yeah, if you do intend on building this board, you need a what bit was that again? That was a TR6 bit. A TR6 bit, like so. And you need it to remove the plate from the top if you choose to do so, but you also need this bit to screw the top onto the bottom. So if you don't have one of these, you probably can't build the board, unfortunately. So make sure you have a TR6 bit. I just looked on that site really quickly, and I don't see it mentioned anywhere. So perhaps that's something Mike can consider doing in the future. Anyway, oops, forgot to put that one in. iFixit, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for joining in on the build stream. Hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And I shall be catching you tomorrow evening for keyboard chores. I am still lubing switches, and I still have some QMK work to do. So hopefully I'll get some of that done tomorrow. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Goodbye now.